Hello, and welcome to our program entitled Information for Life. We are here for you to bring you life information and educational material about life issues. My name is Greg Johnson, and my wife Donna and I provide leadership to the Respect Life Committee of St. Boniface and St. Mary Catholic Parishes in Piqua. Joining me are three speakers who will share with you the resources available to Miami County and surrounding county residents about the services that their organizations provide. I'd like to start by introducing Lee Carter. Lee is the director of the Women's Centers for Elizabeth's New Life Center. Lee, would you please describe the resources that are available through Elizabeth's New Life Centers to the people of our communities?
I'd be happy to. Thank you, Greg. Well, Elizabeth's New Life Center is a 26-year-old ministry, started in Dayton, and we serve several counties, including Shelby and Miami. Our mission is to empower individuals to make godly life choices. So all of the services that we provide are aimed at that one goal. Anywhere from our youth development programs to Marriage Works Ohio. Our youth development serves middle and high school students, taking the message of abstinence to their schools and using several different programs. Our women's centers, of course, we have 7 women's centers, and our newest women's center is our mobile women's center, which serves Miami and Shelby, and particularly here at Edison, we serve this college. Our women's centers provide free pregnancy tests, options counseling, and free 3D, 4D ultrasound, and that includes our mobile. It has 3D, 4D ultrasound in that as well. Last year, we served in our women's centers almost 14,000 clients, and saved almost 3,200 babies. So we did very well, and we're very proud of that ministry. Our mobile, our newest effort, it serves college campuses in the area and some other different places we go to, but all of our services are free of charge. And then we do provide material assistance for women who may need cribs, diapers, formula, all sorts of things like that. We do also provide prenatal care and Holy Family Prenatal. That's for women who are on Medicaid and perhaps are experiencing an unintended pregnancy. We want to provide them with care all the way through their pregnancy, and then the things they need for their baby, of course. We do that as well. And then Marriage Works Ohio serves several counties, including Miami, and that's providing classes and counseling for healthy relationships. So as you can see, we do a lot of things to promote a culture of life in the counties that we serve.
I have a few questions for you, if you don't mind.
Great, yeah.
Okay. First of all, what would you say to a woman, and perhaps the man too, who have an unplanned pregnancy and they are seriously considering abortion?
Well, I mean, as you know, every situation is different, but what we want to tell them is that they have options. A lot of these women and men feel trapped in their circumstances, but they just need someone to slow them down in their thought process and tell them that there are other ways, there are resources out there to help them. We also offer every positive pregnancy test client an ultrasound on the spot. And when they see the ultrasound, it shows them that it's not just a blob or not just tissue like maybe they've heard, but this is a human, you know, and it has a heartbeat, and then we let them hear the heartbeat. And honestly, that speaks for itself. I mean, that's truth right there, for them. So being able to be staffed and able to offer that service is vital. It's essential. We want to be able to offer every positive test that. So what we tell them is there's hope. There's options. There's always a way. So, and then, on the other side of that, if they have had an abortion, we offer post-abortion healing for them. These women, experience feelings of guilt and regret and shame. And so we take them through a healing Bible study where they receive forgiveness and are able to move on and perhaps help us in ministry.
Okay. Just a couple other quick questions. I think many of our viewers may want to know, do you charge for your services?
All of our services in the women's centers are free of charge. So in the pregnancy test, any counseling services that we offer. Holy Family, as I said, is Medicaid only. So, any of those CareSource, Medicaid eligible insurances is what we take. MarriageWorks Ohio does charge for their services now, so they would have to call and find out what the fees are for that type of relationship counseling.
Okay. That concerns like marriage counseling, that sort of thing?
It's more or less like relationship counseling. It can be marriage counseling, but there are many different classes that they can take. We do have a licensed social worker that will do one-on-one counseling with couples if they need it, but it's to repair relationships or to have healthier relationships and families. So, yeah.
Okay. And one of the things our viewers may be sensitive about, and one of the things I really love about Elizabeth's New Life Center, is it's not a handout program, is it?
No, not at all. It's a hand up, is what we call it. When the women come to us and they decide that they want to carry their babies to term, we offer them educational classes. So anything from what's going on with their bodies while they're pregnant to parenting classes. We offer limited relationship classes. How to raise your baby, how to take care of a baby. And then they earn what we call baby bucks, and they spend them in our boutiques on lots of different things. We have cribs, car seats, diapers, formula, clothing, you name it, we probably have it. So, yeah, we call it our hand up, not hand out.
Okay, and then finally, how would someone get in touch with someone at Elizabeth's New Life Center?
You can either call us by the 1-800 number. It's 1-800-365-HELP. We have a website, www.womenscenterohio.com, and that's the best way to get a hold of us, to get in touch,
Okay. Well, thank you, Lee. That was tremendous information that I think many of our viewers could avail themselves of.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Next, I would like to introduce Noreen Wendelin, who is the coordinator of the Archdiocese of Cincinnati Family and Respect Life Office for the Dayton area. And Noreen, I understand you're going to share with us some information about Project Rachel.
Yes, I'm really happy and very grateful to have this opportunity to talk about the most powerful and ministry that I've ever been involved with, and that's Project Rachel. It's a safe, confidential, non-judgmental, compassionate ministry that's open to anyone of any faith who's been impacted by abortion. It is the ministry started in response to a number of priests from all over the country who said women were coming to them and confessing abortion, and they weren't feeling better. They were not feeling healed. They still had this tremendous guilt, shame, and depression, and they needed help. He said, we need something for these women. So Vicki Thorne started Project Rachel in Milwaukee in 1984, and it started in the Archdiocese of Cincinnati in 1994. We offer spiritual, emotional, and psychological healing to anyone who's been impacted by abortion. And you need to remember that with every abortion, there's a father, there's brothers and sisters, there's aunts and uncles, and there's friends that are all, and society in general is impacted by this. And Project Rachel is a safe place for these women to tell their story. They come in and they tell their story, and we convey God's unconditional love, His forgiveness, His mercy, and they share with each other, and they eventually get to a point where they can determine the sex of their baby, and they name the baby. And that's a pivotal moment in their healing process, and it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful to see that they finally let go of the pain and the shame that they feel and the guilt, and they come into a retreat and they leave totally different people. We offer 2 retreats a year. We offer days of reflection. We have support groups. We have a support group that meets usually once a year, and it's usually in the Cincinnati area, but we'll change to accommodate people. We also will refer compassionate priests who are trained through Project Rachel, not by me, but they're trained to talk to women who have had abortions, and men too, because they're devastated as well. But we can refer counselors, and like I said, the priests. And it's also not over with just with one retreat. They'll go to a support group, and then they'll go to a day of reflection, and they'll go to a retreat. They have layers and layers of pain depending on how long ago their abortion was. Some women don't recognize, women who have had an abortion often have symptoms. Sometimes they call them post-abortive syndrome, but that involves a pathology, and it's usually not that bad that they would need more than that. But they have symptoms like guilt and shame, a lot of depression. They often have addictions to self-medicate from the pain. They self-medicate this pain. And they'll, a lot of times the guilt from the abortion will surface through AA or a religious retreat like Crisio or Christ Renews His Parish. Through confession, a priest will bring that out and talk to them and draw that out of them. Sometimes they don't make the connection that I've got all these issues, and they don't realize that it's connected to an abortion that they had years ago.
Okay. Would you mind a few questions?
Okay. Oh, we also, can I
Sure,
add?
sure.
We also, these women, as they heal, they want to tell their story because they don't want anyone else to go through this pain. And they're some of our very best pro-life advocates. And we go to schools, we'll go to parish groups, we go to the seminary every year, we go to diaconate formation. So anyone who wants to hear this, someone's story and to see that impact, we are very happy to go in, and the women are very happy to come and do it for them.
Okay.
So,
With Project Rachel, does that start with a weekend retreat?
it starts when they call, they start with the event that we have next. If someone calls, last year someone called and she started with the support group, and she went through 8 weeks of the support group. We have a healing service during the support group time. It's 8 weeks, and during one of those weeks we have a healing service. So they would attend that, or they can go to a day of reflection, and we always encourage them to go to at least one retreat, because that's more, it's powerful, and they can't really get away from us too much if they're at a retreat. So
How long does the retreat last?
we start on Friday night. It's Friday nights and all day Saturday, and Sunday afternoon we leave before lunch.
Okay, and is there a cost for the retreat?
There is, but we don't, it's a donation, so if they can't afford it, we don't turn anyone away, so.
Okay. And some of our viewers may be interested, do you have to be Catholic or even Christian to participate in Project Rachel, to be one of its, loving customers, not customer, but one of the women, can women and men attend?
Men can, anyone of any faith can attend. We do offer confession during healing services, that we do use the tools that we have within the Catholic Church. But anyone of any faith can attend. Now, the retreats are specifically for post-abortive women, so men can't go to that, but they can go to the days of reflection and the support group.
Okay.
And healing services.
Okay. And how would someone get in touch with Project Rachel?
We have a 1-800 number, and I carry a helpline phone with me all the time. And they can call that number. It's confidential, and they can also email. There's projectrachel@catholiccincinnati.org, so they can email or call. They can call the Family Life Office. A priest can give them that information too if they don't have it.
Okay. Well, thank you. That's very good information. So thank you for being here during our program.
Thank you very much.
Next, I would like to introduce Daveenneking. Dave is the president of Miami County Right to Life. And Dave, would you tell us what Miami County Right to Life is all about?
Well, thank you very much, Greg. Actually, Miami County Right to Life actually started in Piqua in March of 1971, which was actually before Roe v. Wade. A number of ladies got together and saw that there was a need to combat the promotion of abortion. And they started meeting, and within 3 years, by 1973, they had had so many people that it split into Darke County, Shelby County, and Miami County Right to Life groups. So they actually started 3 different organizations, and it began here in Piqua. We actually have a number of women and family members that volunteer at our office. We do have an office in Troy. We call it the Miami County Center for Life at 305 East Main Street. And it has office hours varying, so we always ask somebody to call first normally, and the phone number is 335-LIFE. They normally have hours sometimes in the morning, 10 to 12, sometimes 12 to 3, depending on the volunteer schedule that we have. And the main reason we're there in the office is to offer aid and education. When you look at the abortion numbers for Ohio, back in 2002, the Ohio abortion numbers, there were almost 36,000. And that has decreased to 23,000 in 2013 and down to 21,000 in 2014. There's been a decrease, but we still need to be educating the people and offering the help to guide them, like the other speakers here have talked about, to give them choices and options, because most of the time they feel like they have no choice. They're stuck in a situation that they want to resolve quickly. And they need time and comfort in order to think through one of the most important choices in their life. Talking about those numbers, just for reference, in Miami County, in 2012, there were 103 residents who had abortions. That decreased to 94 in 2013 and 90 in 2014. So you see that's 90 out of 52 weeks in a year. If we looked at how many infants were being killed or losing their life, it should be a big issue, but nobody in the media really publishes it. So we do have to get that message out there. Also, just for reference, in that 2014, there were 26 from Piqua, 34 from Troy, 16 from Tip, and then others in the other communities in the area. Like I mentioned, we do like to educate people, so we do participate with the Strawberry Festival Parade. When they used to have that, that's over, but we still participate in the festival with a fundraising booth that has stuffed animals that we give away at a fish pond. So we try to make it inexpensive for children to be happy, but also to carry out that message and a presence in the community. We participate in parades, the Memorial Day parade in Piqua. We like to attend that. It's a very good parade. And different communities, so we like to maintain that presence so that we can offer assistance and let the people know that we are there to assist them. As far as the education that we have newsletters, we have our Speakers Bureau, and we have youth outreach, and we have our own in-house library, and we also have our website and Facebook that people can go to refer for information, and they offer links to Ohio Right to Life and other organizations so they can look and find other places for help. I know Elizabeth New Life Center does the same thing on their website, so it's extending out beyond just what we're able to do for ourselves. Besides the educational effort, we also have our help center, which is at 305 East Main Street. And we normally get about 1,500 to 2,000 client visits a year, which consist of about maybe 170 to 200 new clients that join us each year. And they come and they basically come for comfort, some support, and then we also have clothing that people have donated, or new clothing that or lightly used that we wash and clean and have available for all the different seasons. Those are available at no charge, but we encourage them coming once a month and limit it to once a month so that we can spread the nice materials around. They're also allowed to come and get 1 pack of diapers each month, which, you know, it maybe doesn't sound like a lot, but our diaper bill was over $13,000 last year with helping
Wow.
young people with that. But the other thing is formula that we will refer. If we don't have formula that's been donated, we'll give them a voucher to Walmart. And then we also have a Healthy Mom, Healthy Babies program where they do go through some videotape training about SIDS, infant death, sudden infant death syndrome, you know, healthy, you know, training patterns for raising your children, food, nursing programs, and they can earn then a crib from us. So that is also a benefit that they get from coming into our office. So we like to give the help and support that we can to those people besides doing the education in the community. All of our programs are free. So we do fund those with our fundraisers. We also like to thank the Miami County Foundation. They recently funded us buying a new washer and dryer. The Archdiocese of Cincinnati has funded us with grants that have helped us through some different things. A couple of corporations have helped us, you know, with giving us vouchers or giving us cards with $1,000 on their credit card that we can use to buy items. So all of our programs, like I said, are free, but they do take money to operate. All the people that work in our office, there is no paid employee, so it's all volunteer. Even though they do go through a training process, they're all volunteers. We don't have a, like I guess you could say, an educated social worker, but they're all trained to be comforting, non-judgmental, and willing to meet and help people in need. And that's our biggest cause, is to help the people in need and to, you know, keep life in their minds is one of the most valuable treasures that we can have.
Well, thank you, Dave. And as you've been listening, you can understand that these organizations are here to help you. We are reaching out to do whatever we can. It's not our place to make judgments. It's not our place to do anything other than to provide you assistance and loving care and hope. We do understand that a lot of unplanned pregnancies are just that women get scared, they don't know what to do. These organizations are wonderful in helping you understand in a very calm, caring, and loving way everything you can do to have your baby born and take care of your baby. They are a support system that you can count on. Now, I would like us to all join in a final prayer to close our program. So if our other speakers could join us. My wife printed out a prayer that I would like to read. And since I'm Catholic, I am not embarrassed to pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Eternal God, you have revealed yourself as the Father of all life. We praise you and we thank you for the fatherly care which you extend to all creation, and especially to us, made in your image and likeness. Father God, extend your hand of protection to those threatened by abortion and save them from its destructive power. Give your strength to all fathers and mothers and grandparents, that they may never give in to the fears that may tempt them to facilitate abortions. Bless our families, bless our land, that we may have the joy of welcoming and nourishing the life of which you are the source and the eternal Father. And please remember the families of all the victims who were slaughtered in Orlando. Amen. And to close our program, all of us wish you peace.